but it is AoE, similar to the Annie stun.
Just out of sheer curiosity, I clicked on konfetarius, I went down and clicked on his revive to see if I could use it or not, and it wouldn't let me. But that might just be because he's not dead. I'll try it again later. I have these weird impulses in spectator mode sometimes to try and actually like do things. So this is gonna be a best of 3 game, guys. This is the finals of the DominateDominion.com League of Legends Dominion tournament number 42. It's gonna be Peso and Child Sport and Feel the Vibe meeting again in the finals. So this is Feel the Vibe's 3rd consecutive finals appearance, which is pretty awesome for them. We'll see if they can take home their first place finish, or if they're going to get their 6th second place. We will see how it goes.
It's going to be interesting to see a bottom matchup. Looks like it's going to be Armor on Diana fighting versus inFe on Vi. Vi being a very strong duelist. She has a passive shield, a blast shield. Now, it has a long cooldown. It's 10% of her max health for 3 seconds, but it is an 18-second cooldown at low levels. As she levels up, the cooldown does go down, but once she lands an ability, she gets that shield. But on the other side of this bottom lane, we're going to see Armor, who has the Pale Cascade, which once the spears hit, they'll get a shield as well. So let's see how this comes down, the AD versus AP, the gap closer versus gap closer. It's going to be very interesting. And BuddhaRice and Painkillar actually looking to come around behind? No, they're going to turn around, go the normal way. Netorare Man taking a little bit of damage there. Painkillar coming right in, knocking them up in the air. But now is going to fall back a little bit as Dienovv coming in to just take out Painkillar right away. He is exhausted. It does not matter. konfetarius jumping in, a mistake, as he's going to be the first person to go down here. BuddhaRice taking a lot of damage. Does not have an arcane shift up. Another kill for the red team here. Painkillar just trying to slow them down. The damage coming out from Annie as she pops those health and mana pots, stacking them up right there. And now they're forced to get back as they didn't lose one person and grab that windmill very easily.
inFe Armor down the bottom lane, and it's a little bit of exchange. I don't think anything's big is going to come of it. Looks like it's just going to be a little bit of a damage trade down here, and both of them getting about half health, and yeah, kind of breaking off there. So a little bit of an exchange, nothing to be worried about, I think. Nice Crescent Strike for lowering that minion health, though. It's one thing you got to be careful about Diana, is aiming that ability is hard. If you're fighting a Diana, walk counterclockwise, and it makes her unhappy, is one thing that I've found. And got the camera down here, because we usually have an early game gank. It looks like that's exactly what's going to be going on. CaptnBuwberry coming down for the bomb. Snare, Armor walks right into it. inFe is right behind and takes her down. No need for the other team to even do anything. Now you see Alistar over here with the headbutting people away, and the Airborne and the Garrison to stop anything from going on. That would have been a neutral had that spell not been thrown down to interrupt them, as Alistar was doing a pretty good job of keeping them back. But now it's kind of getting turned around a little bit. inFe's retreating. CaptnBuwberry's trying to do a little bit of damage still. Gets a snare on Dienovv there. And now they're using the minions to chip away. They keep feeding them at it. They might get the neutral here, but nope. Nope, Feel the Vibe is... that's minion. Kill it. Kill it. Thank you.
Yeah, very good Garrison there. Kept them alive. They rotated bottom when they realized that 4 people had shown up to try and take the Boneyard away from the red team here. But Feel the Vibe rotated. They saw that there was just an Ezreal up top. The Ezreal and the Lee Sin just kind of trading a few kicks and mystic shots, but nothing really going on up there. And we'll see where they go next to rotate to try to get a 3-cap here. I was actually shocked that they didn't come out with the windmill kill very early here. They had a good initiation from Alistar, but then fell off and ran away very quickly. Dienovv going to be doing a good amount of damage. Already has 100 AD very early in the game for that. A good shock blast from Netorare Man. He's going hammer for him. Looks like he wants to get a kill as CaptnBuwberry pushes the top minions in, and they're trying to get an initiation down bottom. Just kind of hovering around midfield now. Haifhearted is revealed. Oh, there's the jump onto Haifhearted, in a lot of trouble here. Gets a stun off, drops the Tibbers, does a good amount of damage. Not able to take out konfetarius right there, but they're going to trade their Swain for the Annie AP carry for AP carry, and they're not going to be able to come in onto this windmill.
My mouse has freaked out. I don't have a mouse all of a sudden, so keep talking. The camera's going to be stuck on the left speed shrine where Swain's at right now while I try and figure this out.
Well, if you could pull up the menu and look at the key bindings, I can try to find it for you, a directed camera, for a second. But Vi getting the best getting bested in bottom lane by Armor as two people are coming down onto Confedarius. I'm sorry, onto Armor here. An easy kill as Vi has already used the revive as well. BuddhaRice getting jumped on to the quest objective, which is the refinery right here. Painkillar taking a lot of damage, putting out the defensive garrison. It's a 4v1. They're all spread out, doing a very good job. The Dragon's Rage going out. Painkillar trying to stop it from going neutral. There's a neutral. He cannot get away. They'll get the kill on the Alistar there as Vi caps the Boneyard for them down the bottom. But they got the quest. They got the point. And Dienovv now looking to defend 3v3. The Kha'Zix looking to try to chunk down the Annie, not able to get anywhere near her as she runs around the outside of this fight. And now it's going to be 4v4. See if they defend this here. Painkillar going in with a headbutt. Dienovv taking a lot of damage. konfetarius jumping onto Jayce, along with Vi and the Assault and Battery. Jayce is going to go down. And now it's a 3v4 as konfetarius tries to jump onto Dienovv. Dienovv is running away very well. A good silence there, but not enough. Haifhearted and CaptnBuwberry in a lot of trouble here. 4v1. Haifhearted, CaptnBuwberry both going down, and they're going to cap this point and get back the 2-cap. Meanwhile, down bottom, Armor had died, rezzed up, and took the Boneyard back, giving the 3-cap retention to Feel the Vibe.
All right, I got my mouse back again. It just seemed like unplugging it, plugging it back in worked. So we'll roll like that for now. Over there at the refinery now, Feel the Vibe is still pushing pretty aggressively. They've done a really good job so far of being aggressive and just kind of keeping the pressure on. Even get that 4th tower there for a little while before being unseated from it. But they're still up in captures right now, and I think this is the way I love to see games played out, where one team just pushes really aggressively, and the other one kind of has to break out of this sort of soft containment they have going in order to get things rolling again. You see him grouping up on the just south there, trying to circle around from the back, get a good engagement. The entire cover is blown right now. Everybody's falling back right now. And it looks like Haifhearted getting caught out down over there. CaptnBuwberry safeguards in, and konfetarius over the wall in to try and get Netorare Man down, but not having a single target to get that extra damage in on. Netorare Man is going to survive. Dienovv chasing after BuddhaRice, not quite able to finish him out with the ultimate, unfortunately. So now it's Painkillar on his own against Cam and Haifhearted. Jayce still up on the upper end of the map, really low on hit points, but he's going to take care of some minions
Diana closes the gap onto BuddhaRice, taking him out. He did not have a shift up after she landed that Crescent Strike. She came from down bottom. inFe getting stunned by Annie there as she runs around with the Speed Shrine. Diana coming to help. Cam's Tiger sitting in the opposite bush, misses the resonating strike. The Diana trying to also get a little bit of gap closing capability with that Crescent Strike, but they're happy with the 3-cap. They don't need to push the advantage too hard. They need to keep the minions down, and now Haifhearted being caught out. Gonna go down here, knocked airborne twice. Armor in a lot of trouble here. Assault and Battery coming out. Kind of wasted. I don't think you really needed to Assault and Battery. Somebody had 10 HP in the middle of 4 players. konfetarius trying to get the kill onto Cam's Tiger, not even losing much health. So much sustain, but now Dienovv and Netorare Man are down bottom to help out. konfetarius in a lot of trouble. Jayce going hammer for him. The ult getting out of there with konfetarius. Dienovv trying to get the kills, but unable to get a kill onto any of them. Spinning away defensively as Ezreal and Alistar are pushing that top point, and they might make a 4-cap out of this. Defensive garrison coming out, not going to be enough. CaptnBuwberry putting out some damage. Haifhearted here. CaptnBuwberry going to go down. Dienovv going to live through this one. They're going to get the neutral on that point, and they're going to grab the windmill while they do it.
Uh-oh, Ezreal, Dienovv! Okay, he escaped. Ezreal was off by a little bit. That would have been really unfortunate had Ezreal connected out there and gotten that extra cash flow coming in. And yeah, with no one up there at the windmill, that was just kind of a free point. They applied a lot of pressure down bottom. No one was really able to get up there, and they turned that around. So now plays them with child support in control of the flow of things once again by having the 3 points there. And now there is a tower for Alistar to root himself in under. And this is where Painkillar excelled in that last game against point defense, is that he was just unseatable. But Jayce has a hammer and kicks him right off of the tower. Dienovv now chasing him up above it there, and CaptnBuwberry getting locked down by CaptnBuwberry. Buwberry dives in, puts down the DPS on him. Haifhearted comes in from the back, but is intercepted by BuddhaRice. So there's a lot of little 1v1 skirmishes in this fight. konfetarius jumps over and away to safety right there, back behind the point. CaptnBuwberry gets beat up pretty severely. konfetarius over the wall. It failed the second jump, but that's okay because Haifhearted went down lower. And BuddhaRice with the Arcane Shift gets out of the... Oh, you got the stomach of that Disintegrate there. Haifhearted can take you out, BuddhaRice. BuddhaRice, nope, doesn't connect with that True Shot Barrage either. And Painkillar and Child Support is able to defend that point. Now, why did you do it? Why, Ezreal?
Incinerated as it came around that corner. I don't think he had vision until it was too late. And Annie was close enough to just put a little bit of fire onto that boy band haircut, burning it off, sending him back to the Summoner's platform. And Garen just clearing up the minions down bottom. They do not have the 3 cap anymore, but it looks like they're coming back. They are going to have a couple revives up very soon, a little bit sooner than Painkillar and Child Support. The only one with a revive up right now is Kha'Zix. So this next engagement is going to decide the next point. And we'll see if Haifhearted can grab somebody from one of these points here. Actually, one of the haunting guys before the Rylays. Nobody getting seen out right there. Netorare Man checking the brush with that shock blast. But they're just kind of jockeying around middle. The first one to get a catch, you know they're going to dive on this. Cam's Tiger, a good amount of AD. Dienovv as well went Last Whisper first, and it looks like they're going to split up here, jumping onto Painkillar. Painkillar knocking him airborne. A stun coming up from Annie. He will pop the ultimate to try to get out of there. Painkillar taking a lot of hate right here. konfetarius looking for a point to jump in and does not have it quite yet, and there it is. Stopping Netorare Man from running away, getting the damage onto them. Acceleration Gate might be able to save him. No, the auto attack is there. Annie fighting the Swain up top. konfetarius trying to jump onto him. They lost sight of him with the ult. Dienovv going to get out of here with just a little bit of HP. The stun on CaptnBuwberry is going to be the end of his life, and they're going to cap this windmill.
And that is a very good exchange right there. I was pretty scared for Garen when he went up alone and found that Buwberry was up there, but he managed to get back down into the fight. And the speed at which Painkillar was taken down, I think, had a very big influence on how that fight went, because if Alistar had been able to kind of regroup with his allies and start getting some disruption there, then the fight might have gone a little bit differently, but they were able to just nail him for so much HP before he popped the ultimate. They didn't quite have the mileage that he otherwise could have. konfetarius down here in the bottom. Shock blast to the back. Jayce is happening. konfetarius does not want any of that. He's going to turn around immediately and head away. Up at the top, though, Haifhearted is up here by himself against BuddhaRice and Painkillar. Now, Annie can defend pretty monstrously, but not against a Swain there with the root. New Annie Bear is amazing looking with that skin. Just airborne by Painkillar right there. Netorare Man trying to chase back after BuddhaRice. See BuddhaRice very safely staying back out of the way to deliver that damage. And Swain with that dot there on Netorare Man, pick up that kill. Dienovv airborne, defensive garrison goes down. They're scrambling to try and defend this point here. Camstigator 1v3 effectively as konfetarius just munches on Garen, comes back over the wall, and picks up the kill on Lee Sin to top it all off.
Yeah, konfetarius is doing a lot of work right there in that top lane, knowing when to jump in and out, knowing that you can't just go in with everybody's cooldowns up or you're going to be one dead Kha'Zix. Lee Sin being an anti-Kha'Zix where you can actually get him out of his ultimate stealth whenever you feel like it with multiple abilities. inFe, though, scaring Armor off down bottom. Armor unable to do anything in this 1v1 down in bottom lane. Armor actually picking up a Thorn Mail to try to negate some of that AD coming out of inFe. And they're back to a 3 cap for Painkillar and Child Support. And here comes konfetarius over the wall. Armor in a lot of trouble here. There's the Assault and Battery. Exhaust down in inFeed. Armor, one more auto attack will be it. Oh, a good Moonfall there, getting some damage on the konfetarius. Not enough to take him out as he gets the health relic, but here comes the backup. Annie and Cam's Tiger are going to get konfetarius here, just missing the Renegating Strike. And the Safeguard going to be able to take out that stupid little bug. As topside, CaptnBuwberry trying to defend 2v2. Ezreal coming in to even out the odds. CaptnBuwberry getting away with double-digit health, Netorare Man going to be in a lot of trouble here, even though getting headbutted away. And Painkillar and Child Support doing a good job defending. Meanwhile, down bottom, Cam's Tiger jumping on the konfetarius, getting exhausted. But there's Annie with a good double stun. The kill onto the little bug. She is playing Exterminator right now with the fire she's throwing. They're going to be able to grab this point with all those minions, and they're going to be able to get the quest objective.
And that quest objective is going to help them out quite a bit, because there have been a lot of engagements where they just seem to need that extra damage to kill someone before the reinforcements get there, and this might help out if they push off this pretty solidly. Haifhearted and Armor have to try and defend that point right there, and it looks like Dienovv and Netorare Man are just going to go ahead. They're going to skip the drill for now. They can get that back later, and it looks like Netorare Man's going to try and zone Painkillar back away from the tower so Dienovv can get some cap in. but he doesn't quite have the ability to do that. Painkiller just run on through, but he takes so much free damage in the process. Does throw down the defensive garrison on the tower there, but I think Netorare Man's going to have this one under control unless Alistar has some other trick under his belt. Dienovv will be able to get that neutral off. In the bottom lane, though, things did not go Feel the Vibes' way, where Painkiller and Child Support was able to clean up that push and are turning their point around now. Annie going for the drill over here, so it's still 3 caps to 2 caps, except one of those caps is in a very friendly area of the map for Feel the Vibe, hanging out over at the drill right now. Konfetarius going for the Boneyard right now to just kind of drive things even into more of a dire situation and recover some of this gap that Painkiller and Child Support has started to fall into.
Yeah, it's actually really good play by them because they have an easy spawn to get up and get this drill back. They're going to have a 3 cap back. Alistar's going to try to take that top, but Jayce on Netorare Man going to be up there to defend this. He should be able to hold it for a little while. CaptnBuwberry is getting on it right now. He needs to get onto that point and stop that cap. It is dropping very fast. There's a good stop right there. He's going to acceleration get away as Lee Sin comes up to help, and Garen and Armor are actually going to go down bottom to get some damage down on there. The Ghost Blade being popped right now from Vi. Vi doing a lot of damage on that Diana. Really no match right now. And they barely defend the top. As I go back up there, Annie picking up that kill onto the Alistar, and they're trying to push on to CaptnBuwberry and get to this refinery. It looks like they have 3 people. They're ready to get on it. Netorare Man actually getting caught out and dying there, but a great resonating kick over the wall, and CaptnBuwberry being slowed for days from that Rylays. I don't think he's going to be able to live through this one. A good Dragon's Rage to a Sonic kick, and he's going to get away with almost no health. The damage from Annie, though, is unbelievable. BuddhaRice cannot fight that 1v1. He needs to poke and run away. Ooh, there it is. He has 30 HP. He will get the health relic. Can he get away from the Tibbers and kite them long enough for Painkiller to get up here and help him out? There's the headbutt pulverize combo. He will go down to Garen, coming up from behind. CaptnBuwberry's for sure is going to die here. Finally, after getting away with just a sliver of health last time, and they're going to be able to defend this 3 cap as they're taking down Hazel and Child Support.
Up there, Swain had just gotten away with murder for so long, but the important thing is Feel the Vibe managed to defend that, and they're still holding on to things, and this is starting to get a little awesome because Feel the Vibe is in a position where they can take home this game, but they've been frantically managing these base turrets for the better part of 6 minutes to keep that up if they want to take this home. Down on the bottom, Diana's going down again. Annie is on her way down here to try and defend that. Jayce up as well, popping his revive to get down there, leaving Lee and Garen up at the top though, but they're going to have Ezreal up here with all this CC from Painkiller. They throw down the defensive garrison on the tower. Dienovv is going to be able to play for a little bit because he's Garen, and Garen's really good at that. Although BuddhaRice is allergic to Annie, and Annie gets kicked out by Painkiller, so she can't really close the distance, and that exhaust on her right before she threw the combo on Konfetarius right there was very important in keeping Konfetarius alive, because he may have died there, and Annie just living it up, delaying for as long as she could, but now, unfortunately, the minions are there, and they had a little bit of a disagreement, but Vi cleaned that up for them, and now Paizo and Child Support is going to take the top tower, and they've got to dig themselves out of this hole that they're in.
Vi, 13-2, capping towers wherever she goes, running a Last Whisper, a Brutalizer, and a Yomomu's Ghost Blade. So much armor penetration right now, probably doing close to true damage, especially after that 3rd attack on her denting blows. So armor is not even going to help you at this point in time, because she is just putting so much work in there. Actually missing the charge right there. Assault and Battery coming out of Netorare Man. BuddhaRice chasing it as well, but Dienovv going to zone BuddhaRice and put a lot of damage in, even though he got the exhaust right there. Vi going down, the shutdown gold going out to Lee Sin right there. Lee Sin kiting very well. He did land a kick. He's going to go back in on a Painkiller. Ezreal going down, a 4v1. Painkiller not be able to clean this up. Konfetarius has a bunch of low targets, not able to get anybody but the Lee Sin. Trying to get out of there. Dienovv getting the speed he needs and getting the triple kill on that Garen. Down bottom.
Gone.
Sorry, down bottom, Armor and CaptnBuwberry are dueling it out. Armor just trying to hold it as long as it can with the extra damage from the tower. Able to do so, but the neutral still coming off by CaptnBuwberry to stop the point caps in the way of the Feel the Vibe. Sorry, I was going to say the Vibe Feel. I'm dyslexic today.
It's okay. Happens once in a while. Netorare Man's able to keep Swain back away from that point. Clock stop, 50 to 175. Infield of Vibe's favor right now. Dienovv up at the top, trying to defend, but he's falling back off of the tower. Half-Hearted gets up there, but is singled out by konfetarius, so he gets all that extra damage, and that's not a good situation to be in right now. Falls back to CaptnBuwberry, but CaptnBuwberry doesn't really have anything on that. Alistar says, nope, you're not allowed, kicks him right out of the fight. konfetarius jumps right into cutoff range, and the safeguard. Oh man, I thought that was going to keep Annie alive, but not quite enough. Now Armor here with Diana able to put out a lot of hurt, though, and Cam able to connect with konfetarius. They might be able to turn this around. All they gotta do is get down Ezreal, and they can worry about Painkillar later, but he's doing such a good job of keeping them airborne and controlled that I don't think they're going to be able to pull it off. A lot of damage on Alistar, not allowing BuddhaRice. Letting BuddhaRice sit back and shoot is just about the worst thing you can do if he is on the opposing team.
Yeah, Netorare Man actually going neutral down bottom there as he assaults. CaptnBuwberry getting there in time to stop him from capping it in the favor of Feel the Vibe. But that range you see from the Shock Blast Acceleration Gate stopping them once again from getting that. konfetarius trying to find out where Jayce is going. He does not see him, grabbing the speed trine, going to swing back up top as he can kind of feel that Feel the Vibe is going to probably go back for this windmill after Swain caps the bottom point here. They do have the 3 cap. Painkillar jumping on a Half-Hearted, but Half-Hearted super tanky right now. The amount of armor, almost 200 armor, they do get her down. Trade her for the Vi, which is the main source of damage here. And the CC coming out might not be enough. Armor jumping onto konfetarius there. He does go stealth, changing targets to BuddhaRice. BuddhaRice taking a lot of damage there. Whoa. And getting annihilated by the combination of Jayce and Cam's Tiger. Cam's Tiger unable to save the Jayce, but might be able to get the Painkillar. There it is. That's the kill they needed. The revive coming up from BuddhaRice, though, and they are going to come back up top, try to get this windmill. BuddhaRice going to have to be very easy for him to stop this cap, especially with everybody such low health. And there's Armor trying to get away. The slowdown.
Oh man, those shields.
Shot not getting the kill because of the safeguard. And the Lee Sin showing why Lee Sin is so strong right now.
That safeguard Pale Cascade combo, man, that kept Diana alive up there. CaptnBuwberry not quite able to get away. Unfortunately, they had a good opportunity to try and take that windmill, but unfortunately Ezreal was able to get there in time to get them away from it. Netorare Man now has got to defend this drill on his own, though. Hazel and Child Support starting to catch up, starting to recover that deficit now. They got 50 or so points left to go before they're back in the lead in this game. Garen having some problems down in the bottom lane. He's got a bunch of minions there neutraling the tower. Hazel and Child Support pushing pretty aggressively over here, and Half-Hearted got 8 over by the drill.
Yeah, they're trying to just hold on to this 3 cap now. That's all that they need. It's a very close game. They cannot afford to lose their 3 cap at this point in time. They are applying pressure, though. They're not going to go too passive. I think they feel like they're going to lose the team fight. A full engagement. BuddhaRice has been dropping very fast. inFeed's been getting a lot of focus because he's so heavy right now on the attack damage and not a lot of tankiness. Whereas Dienovv having the Atmas, having the Last Whisper, Ghostblade, Sunfire Cape, and just being able to jump in on people. CaptnBuwberry in a lot of trouble here. Armor missing the pullback there, but CaptnBuwberry a lot of sustain, able to stay alive. Cam's Tiger seeing that the little bugs hide in the bush, does not care, has a Storm Shield. Got to be very careful of that. Oh, konfetarius jumping in, doing some good damage, but taking half health right there. They do see him in the stealth. He does go down. inFe trying to pick up a double kill here. He will get it with that excessive force, but Armor going to go 1v1 here. Does have enough. Yes. Whoa. Will trade 1 for 1 as their health just disappears. And they're trading blows so hard here.
There have been a couple of ones where it's just been like someone dies. And that was one of them earlier on. You saw Ezreal up here by the speed shrine just completely disappear. That's a double kill if I ever saw one. It leaves the map in an awkward situation with so many people dead at once. Annie up at the top trying to defend the drill and trying to get any kind of position. Dienovv down the bottom lane. Dienovv's been suffering against Swain this entire time because he can't get to Swain. Between the slow and the snare, Swain is almost completely invulnerable to Garen down there unless Garen comes down there with help. We're seeing Armor coming down there right now, and there's a lot of presence up at the top where Annie gets liquidated over at the health gummy candy, the health relic over there, and now konfetarius going in for Netorare Man. Netorare Man's health, he forgot where it was, it fell out of his pocket, and he's just low on it now. He's gonna go grab the health relic, but that's time that he could be in the fight, trying to poke back with those shock blasts. Doesn't connect with that one, unfortunately. Painkillar on the tower, but Painkillar's HP got dangerously cheesy right there, and he had to retreat from the fight. popping that ultimate a little late right there, but it seems like it's going to keep him alive anyway. Down the bottom, the point does go neutral there, stopping the clock for a little while. Garen's going to try and back cap the Refinery, but with Vi right there, I don't know if I like it. Dienovv's HP is not present anymore. And now inFe is heading up to the top right there, and while they might be able to deal with Alistar, I don't know what they can do against a full health and mana Vi.
Yeah, and now the death coming out to the Alistar. Full health mana Vi actually taking a lot of hate here from Haifhearted. Decided to assault and battery onto him, gets the double kill. Not enough for the triple though. Haifhearted going to try to cap this. The True Shot Barrage going to hit Haifhearted directly. Will not get the cap to try and help them out. They're losing a lot of points right now. He does get the cap. Probably not going to get out alive here. I think BuddhaRice is going to be able to see him. Jump over the wall. Getting chunked right there though. And not enough to reset the cooldowns though. Will still go down despite that great Woogus right there. In a fight coming out at the Boneyard here. Dienovv in a lot of trouble. Now it's down to a 2v2, but Vi being untouched and a lot of damage. The points ticking away. Doesn't matter how hard you try. Pays and Child Support coming back in that one. 50-0 will be win number 2 for them.